In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to edit text in your website when there is a text block there, so when there's a text module in place. So I've entered the visual builder on this page, and when I hover over elements that are text, I can see that they're highlighted in grey. So to edit them, if I want to edit this title here, I can click on Settings, and then you can see the editor here. So this particular editor, you can drag it and drop it around if it's in the way of your text when it opens. You can dock it in different ways. So you can dock it to the side of your screen, or you can undock it. And you can resize it by clicking this here, and it will resize accordingly. So generally I tend to keep it this size, but it depends on your personal preferences as to what you want to do. You can also do additional things here, like with the module styles, but I would stay clear of that if you can, because we've set this up to be optimal for your build. So in this particular one, if I want to change the text and add in text for demonstration, then this is what it happens on the website when I make the changes here in this editor. So you can see here that this is a heading at the minute, and if I want to change it to heading 1 to be the actual title of the page, I can click here to heading and click on heading 1. If I want to change it to be a paragraph, I can click and change it to paragraph. So if I copy that a couple of times, I can select it, Control C and Control V, or you can right click and hit paste as plain text. Then you can see that it's pasted in, and then you can see that I can change this to heading 1, change this to heading 2, and we have set up your website so that it's completely optimized from the start. So you might notice here that this is a light variant of the font. It's a white version of your font on a darker background, and this is quite common request of our clients, so we have created a way to quickly change between it being light text and dark text. So if we click tick here, then that saves those changes, so just so that I can demonstrate something to you down further. So when we are here, we can see that our text block here is it is white. It is on a white background and it is dark text. This is the standard text for your website, and it is what will come in when you add a new text block. So if I go into edit this module, then you can see all of the different parameters. So you can see what the different headings look like. You can see what the links look like. So this is a link, and when we highlight it, you can click on insert or edit link. So it's just like any software. Remember to add a title to your link so that people with visual or with screen readers can actually understand what the link is going to. If it's going outside of your website, so if you're linking to a separate website, always click new window, and that includes if it's going to your social profiles. So always click new window, and what that does is when the person clicks the link, they don't actually leave your website. It opens the new website in another tab so that they can continue reading your article or read your content or get in touch with you. The URL can be pasted in there of the link that you want to go to. We just have hash in there so that it mimics a link for you. So that's a quick way of showing what a link will look like. There's bullets here, and this is what it looks like, and numbered lists. You can add them by selecting up here as follows, and you can make text bold or italicized as well really quickly. You can add a block quote. So this is what a block quote looks like. So this is generally used for like if someone has a quote to put in on a page or maybe a review. And then you can align content. So if I go up to my paragraph here and click in it, I can align it centered, right align it, or justify it. So we generally leave that be and just leave it as the standard by clicking on it. You can insert tables, which we tend to not do as they find it difficult to optimize for mobile, but you can add tables if you wish. You can add strike through text, so you can highlight a piece of text and put a strike through it, so that's crossing it out. You can underline text, so that's how it looks underlined. You can change the colour of your text here by selecting this drop down and choosing a colour here. So you can see that I've changed it there. This is quite limited in its palette, so there is another way to add colours to text that is far more intuitive. And then you can just press X there to undo that change if you wish. You can, when you're copying text from a Word document or from another website or anything like that, or a blog post that you might have written somewhere else, make sure to paste it as plain text in this editor, otherwise it will bring in all of the weird formatting from Word or from the other website, and this can cause issues with optimizing for mobile, and it can look weird on different devices on the front end. So it might look fine here, but then it looks strange on the front end. So make sure that you paste it as plain text if you're pasting in text from another editor. You can clear all the formatting of a piece of text if you accidentally do paste it in wrong. You can increase or decrease indents, so you can indent, so you can see that I've indented this now, or you can decrease it as you wish. And then you can add in special characters. They're all listed in here, so if you want to add a euro or something like that and you don't have it on your keyboard, you can add emojis, and then you can undo changes. So that's how you modify text in the website using the text settings. And then if you would rather use a more code-like text editor, or if you open up your piece of text and it's accidentally in this, and you know how to switch between the two. So this is what it looks like as code. Some people prefer to write like this if they're an absolute nerd like me, and then you can click on the visual builder if you want to actually write with formatting in place. So make sure that visual is selected up here. If you're seeing something like this, it's just because it's been left in text mode accidentally by us. So that's the text editor, and then to change it to be so if we put a background to this, if I scroll down here and I put a background that's blue, just so that I can demonstrate something here really quickly, then you can change the text to be the light variant because the dark text doesn't look as good here. You can change it to text block light by hovering up here to this default and change it here. Click on text block light and it'll automatically change all of your text to suit. So that heading there didn't change because it's after being overridden by me playing with it there a minute ago. So just remove that colour and now it's all fine. So you can see that it changes all the link colours, all the bullets and everything, so that it's all formatted to be light coloured. So if you're creating call to action, this can be a very useful feature. So when you're all done with your changes, you can click tick and it will save all your changes, and then you hit save down here and then exit the visual builder, and then you're good to go with your changes to text.